Forward your own ad network. Doesn't that sound delicious? Everyone wants to own an ecosystem, not be a part of it. Everyone wants to profit from markups, not pay them. Unfortunately, not everyone realizes that building an ad network is a huge pain in the area below the lower back. Hi, my name is Lina and I'm here to help. In this video, Saga will show you how to build your own ad network wisely and not to bankrupt before starting your first ad campaign. In part 1, we establish the basis of an ad network and help you choose your publishing niche and business model. Subscribe, like and comment, you know the drill. Now let's roll. What is an ad network? We'll start with the obvious, the definition of ad network. So for a quick recap, a publisher hosts an app or a website and sells ad placements on it. An advertiser wants to promote their product on the publisher's resource, and an ad network matches the publisher's inventory with the advertiser's demand. Basically, ad networks are brokers between the supply and demand side of advertising. So they have existed since the first days of the open web in the late 90s, and their job has remained the same. Aggregate unsold inventory from publishers and sell it to advertisers. So since ad networks manage both media buying and sellers, they earn their share by making up transactions on both sides. These days, the advertising roles are much more loose than in the past. So for instance, ad networks don't just appear from the air. Usually they are created by top dog publishers like Yahoo, BuzzFeed, Hearst Communications, so you name it. They form traffic alliances with smaller publishers and start managing transactions on their own. The same happens with the advertisers, but less often. Why create a network? The point of creating an ad network doesn't come down to money, although it definitely plays an important role. Apart from obvious financial benefits, an ad network gains full control over pricing, brand power, flexibility, and scalability. In simple terms, instead of being a small part of a demand-side supply chain, an ad network is one. Step 1. Defining your vertical. The first and the most important step of building an ad network is having an end vision of what it will look like. Let's start from your niche. What is your content about? If you're a big publisher, you already know the answer, but if you're only starting out, then we have like 5 best niches for a beginner ad network. Number 1 is obviously finance and crypto. Let's face it, each of us has at least one acquaintance who doesn't shut up about crypto trading while borrowing cash for a subway ticket. There is a good reason why this happens. Crypto is as popular as ever. Good news for ad networks. There are plenty of advertisers in finance. The CPCs are high and the traffic is plentiful. As for the strategy, we recommend mixing programmatic DSP demand with direct brand partnerships. Number 2, health and wellness. Being fit and healthy is always in high demand, especially among higher paying audiences. There is a catch, however, because Google classifies wellness content as your money or your life, meaning that it is subjected to high quality standards. If your content is good, then you're golden. Expect high CPCs and great ad revenue. As for pricing models, pick CPA or CPC for affiliate deals and CPMs for display ads. Number 3, travel and luxury. The days of global isolation and face respirators are in the deep past, so tourists are flying, driving, and doing illegal stuff somewhere in East Asia. The best part, despite seasonal fluctuations, they spend big. In this niche, direct traffic is your best bet, because advertisers in travel are a bit old school, so they trust direct buying more. If you only deal with programmatic, try creating your own private marketplaces for that sense of premiumness. Number 4, real estate. Real estate is competitive, dynamic, and very, very difficult to grasp. But one thing nullifies all its cons. The real estate never dies. It's a niche where large publishers and ad networks have invested serious money for decades. Once again, direct advertising is the way to go. Pick CPL for direct premium ad listings. As for programmatic, CPM is your best bet. Number 5, insurance. Insurance is definitely the most boring niche on our list, but that doesn't make it any less profitable. Great ROI, high CPCs, and the search volume that's always on the rise. Overall, go native in this one. CPA works best for direct traffic, while CPM is still the best option for programmatic. Step 2. Defining your business model. Okay, you've chosen your niche. Now let's decide who you are as a business. So you see, when it comes to an ad network, there are plenty of divisions and subdivisions. One of the biggest is inventory types. For instance, if you deliver ads to a broad audience, you're a horizontal ad network. On the contrary, if you're a pro only in a certain niche, then you're a vertical ad network. There are also premium ad networks, the ones that deal with expensive traffic that is difficult to obtain. If you're none of the above and have unique traffic or niches, then it's simple. You're a specialized ad network. Now that you have chosen your inventory type, there is also your business model. It's quite simple to distinguish between this. If you're an outsourced sales force akin to ad agencies, then you're a rep firm. If you're a classic ad network that acts like a media broker, then you're an arbitrage. Most of you aspiring beginners will probably function as an ad arbitrages. So now, if you're an ad network above ad networks that have so much traffic to fade most competitors away, you're an ad aggregator. We've covered the basics. You know what's up in the advertising game and have a clear sense of direction. So part 2 is going from theory to practice, and we'll show you the most cost-efficient software for building an ad network, learn who you need to hire, and give advice on launching your first ad campaigns. Put a fat like, write a long comment, and subscribe to stay tuned. Part 2 is coming very, very soon. Thank you.